If you're a new graduate with very limited job experience like this awesome person who posted, listen up, because I need you to reframe your thinking. It is the easiest time for you to get a job in your entire career. And I know you are thinking, is she kidding me? It's so hard. It's actually not. I need to let you know that as you get older and get more experience, it gets more challenging because it gets more competitive. And you're saying, but JT, there's so many people competing for these same entry-level jobs. Yeah, but they're not going to do what I'm going to teach you to do. And that's how you're going to stand out and get your first job, okay? So you understand what you want to get into. Already a bonus. You know what skills you want to get into. However, what you don't have is the way to say, look at all the work experience that I can do. So you've got to be able to show them your transferable skills. That comes in your ability to articulate your value. I've said that a million times here. So if you haven't already, step one is to unlock your UVA, your unique value add. And you know I have a career decoder quiz. It's free to take. It's linked to my bio. Go Google search it. But you need to start to personify, which is visualize and talk about yourself in a way that employers can understand. Okay, so that's the first step because they don't teach us that in school. And you need to be able to start to talk like that. Now, once you've got that understood, now what we're going to do is create what we call the interview bucket list. The interview bucket list is a bunch of companies, my friend, that you would love to work for that you know hire for your skill set. So you've probably been on job boards already, maybe even applied to some companies. I need you to take a list of those companies and say which ones, like which 10 to 20, ideally 20, but if you can get me 10, do I really love and why? And I need you to love them, not because you heard they pay well. I need you to love them because what they do you think is smart, cool, important, valuable. I need you to feel connected to the business because that, my friend, is what's going to get you the job. You don't have the experience, but you also have no bad habits. You are clay. You are moldable, okay? And employers love that. But the only way they're going to invest in molding you is if you can show them you have something called intrinsic motivation. And it's just a fancy term for what will get you up out of bed every day and go do the job. It's motivation, right? That motivation comes from connection, from you being excited about what the business does. And every good employer knows that. So that's what they need to see, hear, and understand. Now, once you've got this list, you're going to start to reach out to people that work there on a site like LinkedIn, ask them to connect. You're going to customize your connection request. You're going to reach out to them and you're going to share your connection story. And you are going to be blown away with what happens, especially as a new grad. You will then be able to ask them questions like, what does it take for a new grad with no experience to get hired there? Because I'm so passionate about your company. And they're going to tell you. And they're going to introduce you to people that can get you hired because you're entry level. So that means you're moldable, but they're always looking for the talent that gets them. That is the key. That is the secret sauce. If you keep just applying blindly online, you look like everybody else. You're what we call a commodity. There's no differentiator about you. But when you unlock your UVA and then you message these companies with your connection story, now you single yourself out as somebody who has that motivation that they can actually leverage. That's the key. And if you would like to really learn how to do this, I don't often talk about this, but we have a course called How to Get Hired by Incredible Companies, as well as a course called Make Recruiters Come to You. These two courses step-by-step break down everything I just talked about with templates and tutorials on how to do it. And so if you would like to just check those out, we can do that over at Work It Daily, the little company you've never heard of before. We have a 7-day free trial, which gives you instant access to all of those courses, especially those two. And I would greatly encourage you, my friend, to go in there at least for the 7 days and start to learn and understand this process because it's not rocket science, I'm honest. But once you learn it, you're going to see how much easier it is for you right now in this stage of your life to get hired. Again, you have no bad habits, you're moldable, but you got to show them that you're the clay. Okay? And that's what these courses will teach you. And by the way, if you love the membership and you stay, the standard membership is just $19 a month. That's less than $1 a day and you can cancel at any time. So that little bit of job search coaching right now that you need could help you land that job that's worth thousands of dollars to you, okay? But if the very least, what I just outlined to you, it's going to help you because you got to go at this differently. It's a great time in your life for you to get a job. Trust me. Ask the folks on here that have been working for years. They're going to tell you how much harder it gets. Something they never tell us in school, right? But you can do this, I promise. Thank you for your question. Keep the questions coming, TikTok. Go get them.